The thing is our dignity. We are a bit, how to say this, because I don't want to sound hard, but we are a little fed up.
All right, Jung Naiv, we're still in Spain. We're in beautiful Barcelona, and who's my guest now?
Miquel Calçada, and we're in Catalonia, and we're in the capital of Catalonia, Barcelona.
Are we in Spain or in Catalonia?
Well, actually, and not geographically, but administratively, is Spain. But this is a country called Catalonia, an old one, 1,000 years old.
But it belongs to Spain.
Politically, it belongs to Spain, but
culturally and
no,
economically.
No, I mean this is the same as if I ask you, "What's your name?" What's your name?
Tilo.
No, you're Anthony.
Huh?
No, you're Anthony.
Young.
Sorry?
My last name, right?
No. I mean, this is the same as if I ask you your name and you say, "No, I'm Tilo," and I say, "No, you're Anthony," and you say, "No, I'm Tilo." No, you're Anthony. I mean, you know who you are.
But you can call me what you want.
Yeah, so
that's your freedom. Call me what you want.
No, but I mean, you are Tilo, right. So I'm gonna call you Tilo,
right.
And this is the point. So we used to be a country with our full administrative body, and since 1714 that we were defeated on the Succession War.
By who?
We were defeated by the army of the two crowns, French and Spain. And so we lost our liberties, our constitutions, our way of self-government.
Right.
Since then, we have been struggle to govern ourselves. And now we are in a sort of transitional time.
So has Catalonia always belonged to Spain since then?
Nope.
No?
Nope. Catalonia is an old nation, and is, as I told you, 1,000 years old. And I think that to constitute a nation, you have to ask the people. If they recognize themselves as a nation, then then here you are.
So the Spanish people are going to be asked if Catalonia is a nation.
I don't know. I don't think that anyone has to. I don't think that anyone has to recognize you. I mean, we, the people of Catalonia, because of our history, because of our language, because of our own culture, like any other country in the world, want to rule ourselves, and that's the point. We've been trying to accommodate our country into Spain, but it has been impossible.
Why?
It has been impossible because it's very difficult when someone has a decision, a political decision, and doesn't want to engage in other arguments. So, for instance...
From your side or the other side?
No, from the other side.
Always
for instance, no, I mean, in German you have a federal state, and you know that you have several Länder.
Like Bavaria. Bavaria, they have their own little Bavaria, culture, their own party, but they still want to belong to Germany. They're smart enough to do
because they feel comfortable in Germany. But we haven't found our place in Spain. It's like Quebec. They have done two self-determination referendum, and they are still there. But why are they still there? Why the people in Quebec vote no for a tiny, very tiny difference? Because, well, the government in Quebec has done lots of things in order to make the people in Quebec comfortable in the federation. This is not the case in Spain.
So I learned that if the Spanish government in Madrid would make a good deal with Catalonia, Catalonia would think, or the Catalonians would think, okay, we're not going to become independent of Spain. We can stick with Spain. Would there be a compromise?
This has been like this during this from the 1980s, during this democratic time. But now people in Catalonia have said we're fed off. We have enough time, please.
Oh,
I mean, time out. We don't want to to feel ourselves more frustrated because no promises has been accomplished. So now I think it's not a matter of a good deal. It's just a matter that we want to rule ourselves.
What promises were made?
Oh, lots of lots. I mean, it's lots, but it's not. But now it's not that. Well, I think it's not the case to start saying all the promises that are not accomplished. But there are a lot. So it's not a matter of. Well, it's a matter of trying to find this. Is trying to find a place to accommodate ourselves. But now is a matter just to just let us vote and decide, the people of Catalonia, what do they want. Right. And that is the thing. There's nothing else like this, no?
So I learned now that we've been in Spain for a couple of days. Spain is in a heavy crisis. There's a heavy economic crisis, and Catalonia is one of the wealthiest regions of Spain. Why do you guys want to go out now? Because that would hurt the whole country of Spain. I mean, you're like the locomotive.
You know, when it will always be a bad time to go out from another country. But the fact is that in Europe, in the last 30 years, the frontiers have moved a lot. There are many reasons why we do want to go out. For instance, but it's not the only one, but is an important one. Right. Obviously, we are one of the most wealthy countries inside this type of federation, which is Spain. But our balance between Spain and Catalonia is absolutely negative. I mean that we transfer more than we receive.
That's what the Bavarians always say.
Yeah, but Bavarians, I think they have a frontier to transfer, which is 3% or 3.5%. We are at a level of 9 and 10%, which is a lot. During 20 years.
But you're the wealthiest of the region.
Yeah, but we
gotta help out the poorer regions.
Yeah, but
this social.
Absolutely, but we've been done this for 30 years, for 300 years, which is a lot of time. So we have helped a lot.
Worked
and
well.
This is not. Sorry.
Maybe it worked well.
I don't know if it worked well. It would have worked well if all these places that the money from Catalonia has gone would have developed in a good sense. But I think it's not the case. So it's the same as Germany with Spain. Lots of Germans criticize the transfers of money from the European Union to other countries. You have to know that I think that Spain has received something like 3% of its GDP every year from the European Union during the last 20 years. This is a huge amount of money. So we are in the worst position because we are the region, the region with a wealth region in a poor country. So we don't get money, not from Europe, not from one, and we contribute as well. But as I told you, this is not the thing. The thing is our dignity. We are a bit, how to say this, because I don't want to sound hard, but we are a little fed up of not being able to express ourselves in a cultural way, of being always to ask for permission to speak Catalan, or always we have lots of laws that keep us from Catalan to develop. For instance, which is unbelievable, is that Catalan, which is the 13th language in Europe, is not an official language. Can you understand this?
Well, I mean, there are some old German languages that are not official languages.
But this is not an old German language. I mean, this is a natural language. We speak, it's 10 million, 11 million people speaking every day. Right. How can it be that we as Europeans are not recognized in the European Union? Well, because Spain government doesn't want us to recognize this language. So this is the point.
Do you guys have a different government than the one in Madrid? I heard there are the conservatives, the socialists. Do you have one of those here in power?
No, I mean, as you know, in Spain, yep, in Spain, there's a by party structure, socialist and PP, which
Conservative.
is conservative.
PP.
And here these are Spanish parties, but here we have another kind of structure. We have a liberal party, which is the one that is ruling our nation.
I heard they are a right-wing party, a nationalist.
Nationalist is a word that in English means one thing, and in Europe means one thing, and here means another thing.
But I mean, like in Scotland and Belgium, they all want to become independent. They're all nationalistic. They say we belong. We don't belong to you. We belong to us.
We belong to us, yeah, but not nationalistic in a sense of in a violent sense. I mean, is just a way to recognize ourselves. That's what we are.
But you don't want to be associated with Spain
because we don't feel. I'm not Spanish.
But you speak Spanish.
I can speak Spanish. I barely speak English, and I can speak French, and I speak
English just fine.
Thank you. And I speak Italian, and obviously, and my mother tongue is Catalan. But it's not.
So you're cosmopolitan.
Thank you. Yeah, but look, it's a matter of when you grow old and you want to decide for yourself. That's the point.
Right.
And we want to decide for yourself.
Right.
It's as simple as this.
Okay.
Just as a normal country, we want to vote, and we want to being asked, what do you want, to maintain the same statu quo or to be independent? And we want to be independent for a long, long time.
When are you going to ask that to the Catalan people?
The 9th of November.
Is it just the Catalan people or the whole of Spain? Because I heard the whole of Spain needs to.
Yeah, that's what they say. All the Spain.
Law.
But I mean, if you want to buy a car, who's going to decide? You or the whole family, or your whole family?
Well, maybe
if you want a red Corvette, what do you who's going to decide this? You or your whole family?
But I mean, in the family, if we have 5 or 6 people and I have the most money, maybe I should think about giving some of the money to my family.
Yeah, but okay, you should decide. But if you are imposed to give money to your family, then you are not free to decide. This is not solidarity. This is called another thing. You know,
what?
If you are forced to give money to your family.
Well, it's family. It's not any just friends. It's family. So
yeah, but
there's some kind of
bond. Yeah. But as we are family to all the world, maybe we decide to give money to other regions of Europe because we are all family in Europe.
So Catalonia is going to vote for their independence on November 9th.
I don't know. We have to vote.
That's the plan.
My opinion is that we have a majority of people that is fed up. Lots of people that that were not independent, that has turned out to be independent in the last 5, 6, 10 years. There's a lot of people, and it's not a movement of people that has born here. It's people from everywhere. There are people from Spain. There are people that feel that they are Spanish, but they want to be asked to vote, and they will ask yes because they feel that like the Spanish government has done enough here.
So let's say the referendum is going to be positive. They vote yes. What happens next?
Well, we will have to sit with the Spanish government and try to negotiate. How do we do? How do we split? How do we share also? I think that after independence, our best neighbors will be the Spanish people.
Don't you think they're going to raise up the fences and be like, no. You're not part of this country anymore, you're not going to come in,
no.
You're not part of Europe anymore.
No.
I heard you're going to be kicked out of the EU.
No, well, this is impossible.
Impossible?
Absolutely, this is impossible. And I will tell you why.
Go ahead.
Do you know the case of Cyprus?
Yeah. The split,
Yeah.
Cyprus and Turkey?
Well, Cyprus, Turkey is a republic, Northern Cyprus Republic, which is only recognized by Turkey.
It's occupied by Turkey.
No, it's an independent republic, although sustained by Turkey. But it's a northeastern Cyprus Republic, something like this. Anyway,
Occupied by Turkey.
No, it's not occupied.
Yeah?
No, that's
I'm wrong.
I was there 5 months ago doing a perm.
Okay.
And anyway, the thing is that the people from this part of Cyprus are not European, but the whole island is European. In the case of Catalonia, it would be the reverse. The people living here, we as Catalan, will continue to be European.
Right.
Maybe the new country will have to adapt to be European. But it would be a nonsense, a country which would be a net contributor to the European Union, and a country that has been European for all his history, and that the people want to be European, and the acquis communautaire is already implemented for a long time, to be kicked off from Europe. This has nonsense, and Europe is a very rational club of states.
I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, Catalonia and Spain have belonged to EU since 35 years.
Something like this. 30
so,
years,
and then now that you could become independent, the EU says, well, now you're suddenly not part of the EU. And you think that's not going to happen?
Absolutely no. I mean, do you remember when in 1989 Oriental Germany integrates to the Federal Republic in Germany?
I was there.
That's great, and that was a great news. And this kind of.
But there were other treaties. There wasn't. The EU wasn't like this. You know, there are new treaties now.
There are new treaties, but the treaties adapted to this new situation. I mean, the European Union, in my opinion, has one very important objective, which is to preserve the peace in Europe. And I think this is a great success. Right. So in this sense, it's a rational artifact, political artifact. No one would understand if in a moment when the oriental part of Germany integrates to the Federal Republic, the EU would say, hey, look, we have to vote, because this is not in our treaties or in our laws. I mean, this is a nonsense. Right. They try to do their best to adjust to this new situation, which is a good situation.
So, let's say you become independent. Are you going to keep the euro? Are you? Can people keep their passports?
Look, I don't know how many European multinationals are established in Catalonia, and from this number, I don't know how many German multinationals are established. For instance, Volkswagen is here for a long time. Do you think all the multinationals, European multinationals, German multinationals, will not have a say in this? I mean, they will say, come on, do we have to transport all the fabrics and factories and all these things and put in another place because you politicians don't want to adjust this new situation that has been voted pacifically? Another thing, yes. How you and me as European, how do we understand this? How can Croatia, that has been a country like Serbia and all these things, with a terrible past of war, be part of Europe, Croatia, and a nation like Catalonia that has been peaceful and that want to arrive to this status peacefully, civically, democratically? How can we be denied to be a European member? It's a nonsense.
Did you talk to any EU politicians? Like, I mean, there's going to be Martin Schulz or Mr. Juncker, maybe the president of the EU Commission. Do you know what they say?
Well, they say that they cannot say nothing. That's what they say.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's easy, but this is the truth. I mean, this is a club of states. And in the international relations, there are several, I don't know if we can say non-speakable laws, but I mean, they are treating this like an internal affair, an internal Spanish affair.
Maybe it is.
It is, but the day that we have vote, and the vote
Turns out yes.
it turns to yes, then it will be an European affair.
What if it turns out no? Are you gonna stop trying to be independent then?
If it turns out no, bad luck. We have to keep working on this. But I've been working on this since I was a child.
Really?
So yeah, that's why.
You never change your opinion.
Nope. Look, now if you turn on the FM in Catalonia, you'll find 2 stations in Catalan, which was for young people, which was absolutely unbelievable 25 years ago, and now is a reality, and there are thousands of listeners every day.
Right.
Well, this was one of the things we thought we have to do at that time, no? To counterbalance our offer in terms of radio.
Back in the 70s, when Franco was gone, the dictator,
75, yeah.
and Spain became a democracy, why didn't the Catalan people say, "Hey guys, nice country you have there, but we're just gonna become independent"?
Because we have a military threat. This was in 75 by the Spanish militaries. I mean, do you know that in 1981, there was an attempt of coup d'etat? Yeah, in 1981.
Successful?
No, it wasn't. It was an attempt. Okay. It was ridiculous, but it was. It happens by a lieutenant of the Guardia Civil. But it was more than this. It was a way to show the discontentment of the military environment to the political advancement of the democracy. So they just say, hey, come on, be careful.
So was it like Crimea, where there was like a referendum and they voted?
No, please, this is absolutely different from Ukraine. Ukraine is another thing.
But like in 78, there was a referendum and the Catalan people said yes to the constitution, the Spanish constitution.
Yeah, now there are 70% of the population that hasn't voted this constitution. And
in Germany, nobody has ever voted for a constitution.
Yeah, that's the point. But the thing is that in the 78, this constitution was very, how to say, controlled, looked by the military, very close. So, hey, come on. What is the article number 3? No, article number 4. Oh, okay. So, for instance, I think there are 3 articles that says that Spanish is a unity, and it will be a unity forever and ever and all my life, and that the militaries are here to serve this unity. This is something that is not. I mean, we are in the 21st century, and this is not. I think it has to be changed. For instance, when Canada was put in this thing, because the constitution in Canada didn't say nothing about the referendum or the self-determination, but the the High Court or the Supreme Court says, well, it says nothing about doing a referendum, but we have to understand that the inspiring idea is democracy, and so we have to let these people vote. That's the point.
So, I mean, the Catalonia independence, I learned from the constitutional professor, he was like, it's a romantic idea. And the Spanish government, the conservative...
What is a romantic idea?
It's a romantic idea of becoming independent.
I don't think it's a romantic idea. Look, in the 19th century, there were only 50 countries all over the world. So in the last century, we are now around 200 countries all over the world. I don't think it's a romantic idea. Every year there's a new country going out. And apart from this, let me tell you one thing about the Constitution. Normally, Constitution is adjusted every 4 or 5 years.
Really?
That's what the specialists say about the constitutional specialists. But the Spanish Constitution has been freezed for 30 years. So only when Angela Merkel called one day, I think it was last summer, to Spanish President Mr. Rajoy, it was an economic thing.
Austerity something?
it was an economic thing to a priority of paying the debt that has to be in the constitution.
Or the debt break.
Yeah, no, it was a sort of article to make sure that the debt,
debt break.
Yeah, has to.
Angela Merkel made Rajoy.
Or the Germany or the European Union or whatever, but they call the Spanish government and say, hey, look, you have to implement this article in the constitution, and they did this in 24 hours, and this is the only change that the Spanish constitution has been through after 30 years. So,
but it was done democratically, like in a parliament.
No. Well, obviously, the two great parties that commends the Spanish political scene, socialist and conservative, the PP, they did this.
So, and one last question. What I wonder.
Chilo, I'm exhausted.
Easy question, probably.
No.
What if Catalonia becomes independent, and what happens to Barcelona, the football club? Are they going to have their own little football league? Are they going to get kicked out of the Spanish league? What's going to happen there?
I think we could still play with Real Madrid and with the Spanish league. I mean, this is not a problem.
All of a sudden, that's no problem.
No, this is not a problem. Absolutely no. Look, we have the dimension of Holland. We have the dimension of Denmark. We are a medium country in Europe.
But a Danish team doesn't play in Germany.
No, we can have a national league, or we can play in another.
Binational league.
Sorry.
Binational.
No. Just a national league, or we can let our most precious football jewel. Play in another league, maybe the French one, but I don't think so. So this is not a problem. I mean, I invite all the people to come here and to visit our country and to just walk around and see that there's this is an European country. We want to remain in Europe. We feel we are European, and we want to. Express and we want to keep on being a part of Europe.
So let's see what happens. Thank you very much.
That
was fun. It was fun.
Thank you. I don't know.
Bye bye.